Do you often wonder where your paycheck goes every month? You pay for rent, groceries, utilities, and a few small treats here and there, and then, poof, it's gone. You're left asking, how did it all disappear so quickly? If this sounds familiar, you're not alone. A lot of us feel like no matter what we do, saving seems impossible. But here's the truth. Budgeting is the answer. It doesn't matter how much you earn. Budgeting helps you make the most of it and lays a foundation for financial stability. Today, we're going to walk through the top 8 powerful budgeting tips that actually work, even for beginners. By the end of this video, you will have practical steps you can start using right away to take control of your money and start seeing real progress toward your savings goals. Let's dive in. 1. Use real numbers. The first step to making your budget work is to use real numbers. When you're working on a budget, it's essential to base everything on actual figures rather than guesses. Knowing exactly how much money is coming in and how much is going out every single month is a foundation for building a budget that you can stick to. This is key when you're just starting out and don't have a clear picture of where your money is going. Many of us are guilty of underestimating how much we spend, especially on smaller, everyday expenses like groceries, dining out, or that morning coffee. So, take a couple of weeks to track everything you spend. Write down every cent, from the morning coffee to the snacks at the grocery store. Once you have this data, you'll have a clearer picture of your spending habits and where you might be overspending. This will allow you to make smarter choices moving forward. As Dave Ramsey wisely said, a budget is telling your money where to go instead of wondering where it went. Tracking your expenses gives you the power to make informed decisions and helps you take control. 2. Give every dollar a job. Now that you know where your money is going, the next step is giving every dollar a job. This means budgeting all the way down to zero. When you get paid, make sure each dollar you earn has a specific purpose. Whether it's for covering your bills, paying off debt, or contributing to your savings, every dollar should be working for you. This prevents money from disappearing without purpose and helps you avoid unnecessary spending. For example, after covering your rent, utilities, and food, if there's money left over, assign it a specific task, like adding it to your emergency fund or boosting your retirement savings. If there's still room, perhaps treat yourself to something small. Giving every dollar a job helps you maintain control and ensures that you're not aimlessly spending. As Warren Buffett famously said, do not save what is left after spending, but spend what is left after saving. This mindset makes sure your financial goals take precedence. 3. Set clear goals for your money. Having clear goals is the next powerful tip for budgeting success. You need to define exactly what you're saving for and why. Without goals, it's easy to feel like you're just spinning your wheels and not getting anywhere. Your goals can be anything from saving $5,000 for a vacation to accumulating $10,000 for a house down payment. The more specific your goals are, the more motivated you will feel to reach them. Think of it like planning a road trip. If you don't know your destination, you're likely to get lost along the way. Your financial goals act as a map that guides you, while your budget is a route you follow to get there. Review your goals regularly and adjust them as needed. Life changes, and so will your goals. If you get a raise or pay off a debt, reevaluate your goals and set new ones. Remember what Tony Robbins said, setting goals is a first step in turning the invisible into the visible. When your goals are clear, you'll find it easier to stay focused and make smart decisions. 4. Separate wants from needs. One of the toughest parts of budgeting is figuring out what's necessary and what's just a luxury. When you're living on a tight budget, it's crucial to know the difference between a want and a need. Needs are essentials, things like rent, food, transportation, and utilities. Wants, on the other hand, are things that aren't essential but still feel tempting, like dining out, new gadgets, or that daily cup of coffee. Take some time to look through your bank statements and identify where you're spending on wants instead of needs. For instance, if you spend $5 every day on coffee, that's $150 a month. Money that could be better spent on something more important, like paying down debt or building up your savings. By cutting out or reducing these unnecessary expenses, you'll have more money to put toward things that truly matter. Ask yourself, can I live without this? Is there a cheaper alternative? This simple shift in perspective will help you manage your money better. 5. Plan for irregular expenses. Irregular expenses can easily throw your budget off track. These are expenses that don't happen every month but still need to be planned for, such as car maintenance, medical bills, or annual subscriptions. Without a plan for these, they can sneak up on you and disrupt your financial flow. A smart way to handle these is by setting up a separate savings account just for irregular expenses. Each time you get paid, put a little aside for these costs. For example, if you know you'll need to pay for car insurance in 6 months, start saving for it now. By putting aside a small amount every month, you won't be scrambling when these expenses pop up. As Benjamin Franklin wisely said, by failing to prepare, you are preparing to fail. Planning ahead ensures that unexpected costs don't derail your entire budget. 6. Build an emergency fund. Emergencies are a part of life, and an emergency fund is your safety net. Whether it's a car breakdown, a medical issue, or a job loss, having money set aside for these situations helps prevent financial crises. Start small. Don't stress about saving thousands right away. Set a goal that feels achievable, like $500 or $600, and build from there. The key to building an emergency fund is consistency. Even if you can only set aside $20 each week, it adds up. As you grow your emergency fund, you'll gain more peace of mind, knowing that you won't have to go into debt when the unexpected happens. Zig Ziglar once said, "Success occurs when opportunity meets preparation." By setting up an emergency fund, you're preparing for life surprises without throwing off your entire financial plan. 7. Stop using credit and prioritize debt repayment. Credit card can be tempting, but they can also be a huge obstacle to reaching your financial goals. If you're relying heavily on credit to make ends meet, it's time to change that. The goal is to pay off high-interest debts as quickly as possible, so your money can be put toward things like savings and investments, not interest payments. Start by prioritizing debt repayment in your budget. Focus on paying off high-interest debts, like credit card balances, before tackling other expenses. Every dollar you save by paying down debt is a dollar that stays in your pocket. Mark Cuban once said, "Pay off your debt first. Freedom from debt is worth more than any amount you can own." By eliminating debt, you free up more money to spend on things that matter to you, whether it's building your savings or investing for your future. 8. Monitor and adjust your budget regularly. The final tip for successful budgeting is to regularly review and adjust your budget. Life is constantly changing, and your budget should reflect that. Whether your rent increases, your income changes, or you hit a new savings milestone, your budget needs to be flexible. Set a reminder to review your budget monthly, especially when you're starting out. Over time, you can shift to quarterly reviews as you get more comfortable with managing your finances. This regular check-in helps ensure that your spending aligns with your goals. It also helps you stay on track if something unexpected comes up. As John C. Maxwell said, a budget is telling your money where to go instead of wondering where it went. By reviewing your budget, you're keeping your financial plan a living document that adapts to your life. That's it for today. 8 powerful budgeting tips that will help you take control of your finances and reach your savings goals faster. By setting clear goals, tracking your progress, automating your savings, and adjusting as needed, you can turn your financial dreams into a reality. If you found these tips helpful, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, share it with friends, and subscribe to our channel for more great financial advice. Remember, budgeting doesn't have to be hard. With the right mindset and strategy, you can achieve anything. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.